absolutely nothing new here, but the data points continue to roll in. Why do people fail? Here's another person on the crash course to failing. This example comes from an email that I got on my site. And whenever you sign up for one of my free newsletters, I always just send you a welcome email. And I do ask, hey, I asked you some questions about where you're at in your journey, what's going on. And while that email is automated, I'll be the first to admit that. If you do reply to that automated email, I do personally read it and I will personally respond. And in this situation, somebody just shared what they've been up to and then had some questions for me where, as I read through it, you're probably gonna be saying, wait a second, shouldn't you be asking these questions before you did kind of what you did? So let's just get to this email. Hello, Clay. I bought PHOT 100,000 shares and MJNA 5,000 shares on 12/12/17. Just for a little reference, we're talking about a multi-$1,000 order. By any chance, do you have any idea when I should pull out? From what I understand, 2018 is going to be the highest margin of increase. Can you also tell what makes PHOT a penny stock and not MJNA? Thanks, and by the way, Happy New Year to you and your family. First off, thank you very much. There's no denying this person is a very nice person, so I wish them all the best and I want them to succeed. So we'll call this some tough love. But I'm sure you noticed exactly the problems here. And the big problem being, wait a second, so you bought in, and again, based on how many shares they bought of each of these ticker symbols and based off of the pricing on this date, that's how I know that we're talking about multiple thousands of dollars that this person has on the line. And then they go and ask me, any idea when I should pull out? Like, in other words, when should I sell? I clearly don't know when to sell, because if I did know how to sell and I had 100% confidence in myself, I would not be asking you. But clearly they really don't have any idea what's going on, because now they're asking, should I sell or shouldn't I? And then the next part, because basically they've heard that 2018, the increases are supposed to be more. And depending on how avid of a follower, how hardcore of a follower you are of the YouTube channel in general, the past couple of weeks, there's been lots of videos where the theme is, be careful who you're listening to. Be careful who you're listening to. Make sure you understand context of who you're listening to. Last week, make sure it's not of a blind following the blind type situation. And then here it is right here, where who knows who they're listening to, but supposedly, marijuana stocks are supposed to just have a great 2018. Now I get why they're saying this, because there's certain things out there, but the market's not that easy. And the more people that are saying it usually means the bigger the bubble, the bigger the move has already happened, and it's getting that much closer to the top. So for this person to already be asking me, should they be selling? And then, they're revealing their source, revealing their reasoning for putting in thousands of dollars, just because basically they've been reading social media, they've been reading message boards, and a bunch of people are saying that stock, it's supposed to go up. Here's a little hint. A lot of people on the internet, if they're in a stock, are saying it's going up. It could be the biggest piece of trash ever, and people are still going to be saying it's going up, it's going up. So that rationale, very, very risky. And this person should very clearly not have any real money on the line, but yet here they are, and it's not like it's a small amount. I guess for them, I don't know their financial situation, so maybe several $1,000s is like a drop in the bucket. But I mean, it's still thousands of dollars worth that they have in these stocks. And then they're asking me, wait, do you know why PHOT is a penny stock and why MJNA is not? So they really don't even know that much about the stocks to begin with, because it all circles back to this theme here about who are you listening to? And this person has clearly been listening to all sorts of strangers, and they're willing to listen to me, essentially another stranger to them. And you don't want your trading to be based on what strangers are telling you. Now, I'd like to think I'm less than a stranger than other people, given I give a lot of content through the blog and through the channel and all that. But still, I mean, I'm essentially a stranger, and here they are asking me, flattering, yes, but from a tough love perspective, you gotta revise what you're doing, because you are just barking up the wrong tree when you clearly don't know much about these stocks other than what other people told you was supposed to happen. And if the market and if trading based on tips was as easy as it some people may think, there would be a lot more rich people out there that are making all sorts of money just based on tips. Tips, no. Especially when tips are coming from random strangers on the internet, it gets that much riskier. But yeah, you see the failure rate numbers, and unfortunately, this person right now is they are lining up the ducks to take a big loss, and very well could potentially be another failed trader that makes up, the 90%. I wish them the best. I hope that they can turn things around. Maybe they'll see this video, and if they do, then yeah, you got to revise your situation. You have to learn how to do the fishing on your own. You have to learn how to become independent. You can't depend on others. If you are out there trading alone currently and maybe are in the market looking for a community to join to assist you in your trading or to just help you, give you another set of eyeballs, then I do have a private trading community where you can trade alongside me and other experienced traders. So what you see popping up on the screen right now is both an information link. So if you click on the inner circle one, that is going to take you to the page where I explain all the details of what exactly come with the community, both the chat room and the newsletter. And then the other image that has popped up is a behind the scenes tour where you can see exactly what is going to be contained within the community. I take you through, like I said, a behind the scenes tour of everything, and that way you'll know precisely what you are getting when you join. So definitely check that stuff out if you are interested and thinking about wanting to join a community, and let me know if you have any questions.